Somewhere right now, in a cafe, a man just crossed his legs. 11 seconds later, the woman across from him crossed hers. Neither of them decided to. Neither of them noticed. If you asked, both would swear nothing happened. It was not private either. It is happening at every table. People sitting like their friends sit, holding cups the way their friends hold cups, nodding at the speed their friends nod. Your body takes orders you never gave. This video is about who is giving them, and by the end, I am going to run the experiment on you, live. About half of you will fail it. You are being copied right now. A chameleon probably should not be the one telling you this. Blending in is my whole job. I do it with my skin. You do it with everything else. Posture, voice, even your face. Scientists call it, and I'm not joking, the chameleon effect. New York University, 1999. Chartrand and Barg. A volunteer thinks they are doing a photo description task with another volunteer. The other volunteer is a plant. And the plant has one secret instruction. In some sessions, the plant rubs their face the whole time. In others, they shake their foot. That is the entire experiment. Hidden cameras count what the real volunteer's body does. Sit with a face rubber, and your face touching goes from about 1 rub every 3 minutes to about 1 every 2. Roughly 60% more. Sit with a foot shaker, foot shaking, up about 60% too. Nobody in the study noticed a thing. Debriefed afterwards, they had no idea anyone was rubbing or shaking anything. Then they flipped it. Now the plant secretly copies the volunteer. Their posture, their movements. Quietly, a few seconds delayed. Another group gets no copying. Then everyone rates the plant. The copied people like the plant more. 6.6 versus 5.9 on a 9-point scale, and said the interaction went smoother. They were being manipulated by a mirror, and the mirror felt like a friend. Honest footnote, because this channel does those. A 2023 pre-registered replication of the first study came back mixed. The copying is real and shows up all over this field, but the sizes wobble, and one of the 2 original measures only just cleared the bar. Keep that in your pocket. The next studies are where it gets hard to argue with. This is a classroom film from 1947. American teenagers were shown these to learn how to fit in. Watch the 2 girls. Freeze. Same head tilt, same smile, same lean toward the boy talking. Nobody planned that. Nobody noticed it either. The filmmakers kept staging conformity because it looked right on screen. They knew the rule. People who match, belong. They just did not know the mechanism. That was still 50 years out. And when the same era filmed peer pressure, look what the pressure actually is. Nobody argues. Nobody threatens. The group just does the thing, in unison, until doing anything else feels impossible. That is not persuasion. That is synchrony with the volume turned up. There is a certain kind of waitress who makes double the tips. And if you asked her regulars why, they would say she is just likable. Warm, somehow. In 2003 in the Netherlands, researchers found out what somehow is. Half the time she took orders normally, sure, got it. The other half, she repeated the order back word for word. That is the whole trick, verbal mimicry. Word for word doubled her average tip. Not up 10%, doubled. And the share of tables tipping at all went from 6 in 10 to 8 in 10. Your order, said back in your own words, reads to your brain as, this person is one of mine. Now scale it from 2 people to 2,000. Just after the curtain, an audience clapping is pure chaos. No 2 pairs of hands together. And this is the same audience 20 seconds later. Nobody conducted them. Physicists who studied this actual Nature paper found the crowd pulls off something clever. Everyone unconsciously slows down to roughly half speed because a slower beat is easier for 2,000 nervous systems to lock onto. The crowd sacrifices speed for sync. Your applause has physics. 2 people walking together drift into step. Rocking chairs on a porch drift into rhythm. None of it is decided. Synchrony is just what human bodies do when you put them near each other. And there is a certain kind of person, you know one, who comes back from 4 days in London with a vowel shift, who leaves a 2-hour hangout with a quieter friend speaking 2 notes lower than they arrived. Acoustic analysis says that is not imagination. After one 40-minute task together, independent listeners can hear 2 strangers' pronunciations moving toward each other. Or, if that is you, it was never a character flaw. It is the same reflex that doubled the waitress's tips, running on your vocal cords. All right, I promise to run it on you. Here are the rules. From this moment, for the next 30 seconds, do not yawn. In studies, 40 to 55% of adults yawn just from watching other people yawn on a screen. Reading the word helps too, yawn. That heavy feeling at the back of your jaw? That stretch building behind your ears? That is the chameleon in you. If you made it, congratulations truly. If you did not, comment the timestamp that got you. We are collecting data. One thing yawning is not: an empathy test. You will see claims that unyawnable people are psychopaths. The research says susceptibility is stable per person, but largely unexplained. One major review is literally titled, "Why Contagious Yawning Does Not Yet Equate to Empathy." You failed nothing. You just have a quieter mirror. It goes deeper than posture. 1951, Solomon Asch. 8 people, 1 real participant, 7 actors. Look at 1 line, then at 3 lines, and say out loud which matches. Try it yourself, right now. Which line matches, A, B, or C? It is C, obviously C, except everyone before you, all plants, just said B out loud, confidently. And now it is your turn. About 3 in 4 people went with the group's wrong answer at least once. Across the rigged questions, roughly a third of all answers did. Alone, people got it right over 99% of the time. The eyes worked fine. The mouth matched the room. Mimicry is your body matching the room. Conformity is your voice matching it. Same current, higher stakes. And it runs whether or not you believe what you are saying. Why would brains ship with this? Because perceiving an action and performing it share wiring. Seeing is half doing, and the half sometimes finishes. And because copying is glue. We like the people who move like us. We move like the people we like. A 2018 study untangled the direction and found the arrow runs both ways. Liking makes you mimic, and being mimicked makes them like you back. A loop with no start, which, if you want to hide in a group, take it from a professional, is exactly how you would design it. So, the cafe, the crossed legs. You now know what nobody in that room knows? Every table is running the oldest social software there is. Bodies negotiating we are together, underneath every conversation. At 60% above baseline. Doubling tips, syncing applause, bending vowels, and occasionally bending answers. You were never performing alone. You are a section player in an orchestra you cannot hear. This week, watch for it once. Whose posture are you wearing right now? And if a friend repeats your coffee order back word for word, maybe check the tip before you fall for it. Subscribe if you want to know the next thing your body has been doing without asking you.